The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And the Texans first down.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Johnson on the counter, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
4-yard line.
Second down, Johnson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Johnson, the Houston ball carrier.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
First and 10. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. They get him to the ground right.
The 20-yard line.
Decided to move that time.
An easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Mack. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They go play action. Trubisky looking deep for Hilton. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 61 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, it's Mack. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second.
Caliber runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. First carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. This is up and good from Pinheiro. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run the counter. Johnson, and he's going to be mad. met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with it.
I need your help when you can, please.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
At the 31.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
I need your help when you can, my bad.
After one on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Texans nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They got to get into the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
When you can you please come help me? The catheter fell between the crease of my leg and I'm having trouble urinating.
Well, forget the field goal to try to tie this thing. They'll have a chance to take the lead here with 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
Please, it's hurting.
That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
Please,
we'll be
it's
right
hurting.
back. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To Johnson again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A give the first man through Gillespie of the fullback. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
makes the score Texans 7, Bears 3.
Please, Mother, when you can, please.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
They go play action with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
At the 40.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second down now, it's Mack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Cobb to return. 35
Plays
yards
Ma when he can.
on the punt. And the Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
A 4-yard.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Texans 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. From the 50, it's Watson. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Watson. He's got Fuller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Watson's pass intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Trubisky will throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They go to Johnson again. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over
at their own 43-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Watch the motion.
Now it's Trubisky. He's got it to Hilton. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. This is Miller. Complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
The tackle made by...
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Flushed out right. He finds his target, Fuller. And shutting him off, now open field. The 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A run by Mack to start the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Looking deep for Hilton. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the handoff, running left, Marlon Mack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Complete to Hilton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears 3.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Score Texans 14. Bears 9.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Watson. Being chased out left. It's complete to Fuller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He's been busy this afternoon and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, He seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The offense on third down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at third and a few inches. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown.
Houston.
It's the fullback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans push further out in front. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 21, Bears 9. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now Trubisky on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles. And
he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now, when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
The 38-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Pass complete from Watson to Akins. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
21. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Texans.
Watson now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Mack. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Trubisky. They'll run the screen with Mack. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. And they didn't want to risk the block here, so that'll be an intentional safety. They'll cede the 2 points, and they'll just kick this one off from the 20. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Deshaun Watson sacked. A loss of 5 yards. It's second.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Chicago, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. There they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Houston, any slim hopes they had at a playoff.
Yo, I hope y'all enjoyed that game, man. Oh my God, that was a hell of a game. Dude, I came back to win. That's crazy. Hope you enjoyed it, man. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you get one every time I go live, man. God bless y'all, homie. I might have another game here in a few minutes, so hit that notification bell so you get one every time I go live, man. I appreciate all the support. Remember, I'm a quadriplegic, paralyzed from the chest down.